Welcome to another segment with Compass Insurance Advisors. I'm Arthur Barlow, CEO of Compass, and today we're going to be talking to Kelly Zitting and hearing about Kelly's success story as an agent. Now, Kelly, you're a certified planner of over 20 years, and so a certified financial planner, and there's a lot of advisors watching today that are in that same boat. Yet you had the open mind to want to take on other lines of business that some might view as maybe a little bit lesser than financial planning, such as health insurance. So tell us about where were you prior to joining Compass?
Yeah, so I spent 17 years at Fidelity Investments. There we would talk with clients about asset allocation, diversification. And I came across a lot of situations with my clients that they would come to me and want to redeem money out of their retirement accounts. And it was basically because they didn't get any health insurance, they didn't have any Medicare. And we were trained on these issues, we knew about them. It's just that we couldn't do anything about it. We couldn't actually enroll a client into a Medicare supplement plan or anything else like that. So it was really frustrating to see these things happen and know that there's that possibility of a client falling into that trap and not being able to help them.
Wow, yeah. So, I mean, having the openness then to see that your clients needed that help and that you were open to maybe taking on these other verticals and adding to your overall business model so that you could really help them out, not just with their financial planning, but with a thing like health insurance and Medicare and all these other aspects. So tell us about kind of a brief overview of where you're at today in your insurance career and maybe some of the things that you've accomplished that you're proud of.
Yeah, so one thing that I'm really proud of is that I can actually help clients on their own terms now. If they come to me and they want a full comprehensive plan, I can walk them through what they need to do with health insurance or Medicare. I can actually show them the plans that they can utilize and enroll them in those plans. When I was at Fidelity or working at other places, I couldn't do that. And I just know that, hey, there's this trap that they can fall into, and I just really couldn't help them with it. So it's really refreshing to be able to have that and be able to help clients with it.
Would you say that an advisor can successfully do financial planning and also health at the highest level and know that you're doing the right thing for that client every time?
I think that you can in most cases anywhere you work, but the thing that's unique about Compass that I really like is that I'm able to actually help a client not only see what they need to do, but help them do it. And the difference between now and when I worked at other places is that I was able to tell them what they needed to do, but I wasn't able to help them do what they needed to do. And to be able to implement a plan, I think, is huge.
Yeah, so that you're not just sending them off, that you're actually able to now know, okay, I see the need that you have, and rather than tell you how to go take care of that need and what the solution is, I can actually be that resource for you in getting this solved and really helping you out with that, whether it's health insurance or Medicare, and how that can really tie into the overall scope of financial planning, what you're really doing for them on that overall scale. So it all can, really tie in together. And so, Kelly, I mean, you've kind of, you've built up this clientele, and you're doing a lot with group as well as individual health and Medicare, the financial planning. So maybe tell our advisors that are watching some things that they would like to hear about. How did you do it, and what would you recommend to them?
Yeah, so I think the biggest thing that motivated me to do what I've done so far is that I wanted to be able to not only help businesses, small businesses, but also help individuals. And so I think the biggest struggle that a lot of small businesses face is how do they help with health insurance? How do they help with 401ks? How do they find employees and attract those employees? And I think that's a niche that the bigger players don't really go after that hard. When I was at Fidelity, it was, hey, as long as you want what we have, we can help you. But if we don't have what you want, we really can't help you. And it was so easy, and it really is so easy to find those solutions at a reasonable cost and really do what's in the client's best interest instead of what's in the company's best interest. I think Compass does that a really good job, and I really like what we've been able to do at Compass so far.
Yeah, so it's really, as an advisor, it's kind of taking the handcuffs off, right? To where you're open, you're free to go out and really look out for the client's best interest and do what's right for them every single time. And so that's really the motto, and you're a great example of that. So talk a little bit, Kelly, about some of the things that Compass has done to really support you in your success.
So I think the biggest thing that Compass has done for me is the technology. It's funny, I tried to do this on my own. I worked with other general agents that said they could help me with it. And it was when Compass first contacted me, I'm like, this is intriguing, but it's just not, no one can really do this, click, and I just deleted the email. And then it came across again, and it's like, you know what, if they really could do this, this would really be awesome. And so I actually replied to an email and said, hey, yeah, let's go ahead and talk about it. And when I talked to Royce, he was like, no way, you can do this? And so I think it was incredible. I actually write health insurance policies, not only in Utah, but Pennsylvania, New Mexico, Washington, and I know what's going on in those markets.
Yeah, and really with a tool like the Compass Presentation Navigator, with a couple of clicks, you can see all the exact benefit details. So without being somebody local in that market, you can still become an expert very quickly and help out your client in the best way. So a prime example. And so, Kelly, thank you so much for joining us today. And you too, if you're a certified financial planner, if you are really looking to expand your overall verticals and helping out clients and being that resource for them, whether it is the financial planning or health insurance, Medicare, life, you can really benefit from the things that Compass has to offer you. And so please contact us. You can also go to careerswithcompass.com and benefit from all of the technology, marketing, training, support, and compliance that we can offer you. Thank you for joining us today.